Seduce the boss.
How's going, everybody? Welcome to the Tavern Table. Episode 4. Give me a second.
No SDF.
So-
no SDF, dude.
This is Jim Baba, aka Jim Baba.
It's Jim Baba.
This aka Ojin. I'm just gonna go with Ojin right now because I just got
Instead of
a-
Odin, it's Ojin.
Yeah, Ojin, not Odin. Yeah, I got a permission from Odin for covering him, so I'm Ojin, and aka Zimbabwe. And here's Terry, as you guys know. Here's
it's
Terry.
Zimbabwe, dude.
And here's Paul. Right now, Korea is hot summer right now, so he's dying right now. But we are gonna go the Tavern Table 4. Hey, One-Pack, thank you so much for your offer. We love to talk
Thanks,
with you.
Jen, not gonna lie,
Yeah,
dude.
let's
Just keep
go.
rage
Yeah,
baiting.
let's go Q&A session right now.
We had no
so
Grayson.
we have a lot
he's
of
gone.
ground to cover and not
Grayson's
a whole lot
gone.
of
He
time
quit
to
the
cover
team.
it in. And we got a lot of questions.
Korea is hot summer.
First and foremost, boys, as I always say at the start of this, Terry likes to talk. And the one thing that he told me the very first time we ever did one of these is to cut him off if he starts talking too much and like rambling and stuff. So it's not I'm trying to be rude. I'm just trying to keep things
Just
moving.
used to him on these. Yeah,
Second,
agreed.
I have no choice on my channel because of Twitch being Twitch. I have to run 3 minutes of ads an hour. They're going to do it automatically. If it happens, it happens. I'm very sorry. But the only other alternative is anytime anybody ever joined the channel, they would end up getting an ad when they like showed up. And it's just, we're going to tear the Band-Aid.
One peg's got painted fingernails.
Almost every question here comes from people in the community. I have a lot of them. So we're just going to
Yes,
go down
Mountain
the
King,
list.
he did.
And just so that you guys know, Jin after this one is going to be kind of taking over. He's going to be running
What's
the,
up,
the
Jabib?
tavern talks like Odin used to do.
Ojin.
So we're
Ojin,
kind of
let's
doing
go.
like this little warm handoff, and Jin's going to kind of be running the show after this. So all of the future like dev Q&A things are going to be done like on Iron Mace's channel. They're just going to handle it in house. Okay. All right.
One-Pack, give me
Okay.
a second.
He did just announce that he was quitting doing this. so.
예, 너무 근데 우리가 못 들으잖아요.
Yeah, my daughter painted my fingernails. Yeah.
Nice,
Yeah, my
nice.
6-year-old painted my fingernails red.
Give me a second.
Alright, that's
people
fine.
heard some like
Echo.
the
from the-
echo issues. So let me double check. What can we do?
There's echoes. Okay.
Sparky also said he's gonna go, but
From
came
outside,
back.
from
Can't
outside.
stop coming
Yeah,
back,
okay.
dude. He's the comeback
Our
king.
mic is picking up the echo from the TV.
No gay.
Oh.
But we needed
Nice.
to push up the volume because Paul has noise canceling due to his
Real life noise canceling.
I mean, he was also
That's the problem.
like
You gotta
hasn't
give him a set
hadn't
of
played the
headphones.
game in a long time,
Next time.
Yeah.
etc.
It seems
AirPods or
good
something.
right now. Let's begin a Q&A session right now.
Well,
yeah.
so before we
okay,
start,
sorry.
yeah, I just wanted to first of all say
Yo,
thank
Atomic,
you,
what's up?
To One-Pack. So our goal was to do these kind of tavern tables as like a
One Peg does have like a
periodic
pretty big
regular thing.
platform though.
This time we got a little overwhelmed, with the big whole, without Grayson being here anymore. It was kind of overwhelming for us, so we're just like, oh man, we have enough on our plate with the ES10, and One Peg was gracious enough to reach out to us. He's like, hey, I have a spot, so I think and he was kind enough to let us do this as like a co-production. So thank you very much for that. So
Yeah. I mean, it's your show, dude. I'm just-
Already,
Very well
thank
said,
you so
Mountain
much,
King.
One-Pack. Yeah.
But we
Okay,
gotta-
so we got a pretty hard.
More
and
people
fast
are watching
hour,
Chip than
so,
watching the Q&A. It makes
We're gonna get
sense.
right into it, okay?
Okay.
So first up, the first priority I think that just about everybody keeps asking about has to do with.
No one
like,
ever
core
asks hot
balance
questions.
with
I don't
defense and
understand
stuff.
why. Is it a Korean cultural thing?
So
Yes.
specifically like
Yes, it
cleric
is.
with
Yes.
miracle, and it looks like it's some AOE res. So in a permadeath extraction game, reses fundamentally change the risk. So how are you balancing that? Cast time, cost, cooldown? Is it
So
once per
all of that-
dungeon? Like, how is it
Yeah.
working?
Yes.
So luckily
Chip
we
is the
have
dad pop star.
the balance master himself here.
He's like our Elvis.
and he,
Late
I think
Elvis.
one of the big changes is that we have the actual balance team now that he's leading. But as you said, it's basically we have all those knobs. It uses entire perk slot itself. So basically, it modifies the resurrection spell, and it works like a life after death. It's only one per session. Again, we know that it's going to be.
Okay,
pretty
okay. This
powerful
is nice. This is
coming
nice
out.
information.
And they're going to use those knobs to
So
two
when
days.
you say per session, is
Use
it per
those knobs.
floor or is it like per dungeon run?
모든 층에서 한 번.
So one time per floor.
per
Okay,
floor.
one time per floor.
올드에
Okay.
1, 2, 3층 다 통틀어서 한 번만.
Oh no. He's saying, sorry. Clarification.
It's like
One time per the entire session. So
Per
you don't
dungeon
get
run.
a per. Yeah.
it's like
Okay.
life after
Okay.
death.
So it's like life after that. Yeah.
Right. Entire
Okay.
session, like each floors together, all together, one time. Yeah, one
Okay.
time only.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
So,
I like
and
Jim Bob,
Is it the
dude.
same like cost cast time as like Resurrection is? Is that how it's?
He's
set?
got the
And
mole
it's
skin
just-
out.
Changed it to one-time use?
Is this what a hipster looks like in Korea?
좀 중이긴 한데. 예,
So they're still
time
doing
이런
last
분들은,
minute
예,
balancing right now.
last
So
polishing.
he hasn't finalized it yet. So
Okay.
but it could differ. Yeah.
All right.
So
So,
the-
we'll all
the-
find out together.
The balance team has been pretty much working.
He's like an
overnight for
enthusiastic
the
new guy.
last
Yeah, I think that's
every
nice.
day, so
Okay. So Divine Barrier.
Yes.
Divine Barrier blocks projectiles, right? Is basically what it looked like. It was catching arrows and spells.
it's like
is that
our. If you familiar with Apex, it's like our Gibby ult. So
okay?
It's like a.
All right.
a dome.
So it's a bubble shield. Does
Yeah,
it,
bubble
does
shield.
it
Type very
have like
fast
some
on his
amount of hit
phone.
points then, and you just kind of like batter it and it dies?
Get to your
네,
it's
지금, 예,
그 기간 맞죠?
네.
Yeah, it's just a duration. It's
It's a duration thing. It doesn't have like an amount of health that you can like
yeah.
beat it up and kill it.
그 없을 수는 없죠.
네,
체력이
없어서
있는 거.
없어요. 예.
Yeah, it's just a duration. It's like, hey, if you want to fight,
Okay.
you come inside.
Okay.
If you wanna
how
fight,
long
come
is this
inside.
supposed to
Well
last?
said.
How many
I like
charges
that.
do we get? I mean, we're looking specifics.
I don't know if
I know you're gonna be
because-
like it's
yeah.
giving it away, right? But like these are the questions that people are gonna want to have because the shift it starts shifting.
Yes,
like,
we're
how
gonna get all this
powerful
info
ranged
when the patch comes out.
damage
Absolutely.
is, right? And then if you're looking at like more and more CC, right? More crowd.
I don't know if we need to
control,
know
like, all right,
it's
so
8
what
seconds.
is the counterplay opportunities that other
Yes, I
classes
agree.
have against that stuff?
Okay. Well, so again,
But having
because
having
they're
duration to it
changing
means that
things
you can
up,
possibly buff it
you know,
with
day
buff
to day,
duration, right?
That's why even so the thing is I
Maybe?
don't want to
Question
give it
mark?
out. I don't. First, I have to go look it up in our wiki, our internal wiki.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna have access to it tomorrow, anyways. So
Okay. Wait.
yeah.
Oh, because of the patch, you mean?
Yeah, because of
Wait.
the batch.
Okay. Wait. I thought it was. Oh, because I thought it was the 17th.
So our 17th is tomorrow.
Right. Okay. So it's gonna be tomorrow night then.
Dude, one peg is crashing out right
That's
now.
our plan.
Okay.
It's actually a holiday in Korea, so
Yeah, it's tomorrow, dude.
The people
It's
that
tomorrow night.
the main people that are gonna
Huh?
handle
Dude, he's
manage the update. We're coming out tomorrow, so
Okay.
He's
down
getting
tomorrow.
Mandela affected, dude. When he learns that
Okay,
the
so,
people on the other side of the
all
world
right,
have a
I guess
different
we'll
time.
move to another one of those things that we'll have to kind of play with and see how it feels, and then obviously
Yes.
we've get feedback. And
Oh,
then,
you've probably got
obviously this
Christmas
would
soon, Kiwi, or
transition
something
into,
like
a
that.
conversation about the wizard kit and how that's changing, because you
Yes.
have the ability to teleport, which gives them a lot more mobility than they.
Do you
had
guys do
before.
Christmas in
I think the
New
biggest
Zealand, or is it like
concern is
candle
the
nights or
ability
something?
to sleep people, and then what looked like it was going to be kind of a free follow-up.
Christmas
hit.
is December 25th.
without
Oh, you
any
have
kind of,
Christmas
like,
in summer. I
counterplay
see.
there.
Okay, you don't move
So
around.
how are you guys planning on balancing that? And obviously, the sheep, right? Being able
Yeah.
to turn people into
Polymorph.
What's
sheep
the
and
holiday?
all that. Polymorph, yeah.
okay. So that's two questions. Is first of all the change kind of in identity of the wizard. I know a long time ago, a really long time ago, when we first talked about
School
this, it's
holidays.
Like
I
kind
see,
of
I
the
see.
class identity, and I
Right.
know SDF. This was it's again progress of what he originally wanted. His original intent was to have the wizard be more of like the utility class, caster, right?
Yeah. Yeah, for
the
sure.
problem was when we first came out, he was like the mishmash of all the casting, and he kind of became the nuker.
Yo.
That wasn't the
Yo,
intention,
Terry,
right?
Terry,
And the
no.
reason he couldn't go with the original intention is that we just didn't have enough spells. So this time was like, hey, it was
Hey,
kind of a commandment.
man.
hey, let's go back to what I originally wanted.
Kiwi, I expect
that's
you to
why
return to us
there's
with some
all
good
these
Jamaican
kind of,
sayings then.
utility spells. That also does mean
And
that
hopefully
we
you
are
get to try some
rebalancing the
oxtails
wizard,
and
so
some-
he's not now
some jerk
moving
chicken.
towards the shifting towards that original intention of being like the utility caster instead of a nuker, right? And so
Okay.
that's why there's going to be a big rebalancing of some of those the damage spells.
Okay.
And so then now we had to, there's a delicate balance of making the
I don't
CC,
believe the Wiz won't be a
spells.
nuker. Agreed. Refuse to believe it.
worthwhile,
I also refuse to
right?
believe it.
So, yeah.
But I like
was
this.
One of the biggest challenges for the balance team is that they've been. Oh, yeah, he's got a huge headache. So I'll give you
Yeah.
a little bit of the specifics. Like for sleep, is that right now it's a projectile.
It's a projectile.
spell.
Yes.
And then when you get hit with it.
Yes.
So the other thing I want to make clear is in the
Yes.
trailer. I know, dude. Lego Time Bomb. Dude, he hit it out of the park. With the trailer. But
Yes, you can if it's
We're
projectile.
working in parallel. There's a lot of stuff that's being changed too. So there are some differences. So with the sleep spell right now is a projectile spell. When you get hit with it, is you don't instantly fall asleep. Is that
Yo,
you
B
get-
Powder,
you
what's
enter a
good?
Stage called sleepy. So you have a little bit of
Ages,
time.
yes.
And then you go into a very short duration sleep. If you get hit, you come out of sleep, right? The polymorph is you could change into a random different animal.
Different animals.
And if the wizard misses the polymorph, then he actually polymorphs himself. So
Oh, yes.
Really?
there's different nods.
Oh,
that
yes.
It's coming out. It's supposed to be a little bit, we wanted to have that. kind of
Oh, round of firm
But
handshakes all around, chat. Please, just
it
come
was
on.
a
Every
big
high
hat for
fives
the
in the
balance team.
in the fucking office.
That's what I
Woo!
All right.
See you
So
guys
there's
at
a
the
little bit of
break
risk to
room, you
doing,
know?
like polymorph stuff.
Yeah.
And then as a projectile, you
Oh,
mean that it's,
dude.
the sleep spell isn't going to be hit scan. It's not
Yeah,
just
it's
like
not
if you
hit
click
scan,
on them, it
yeah.
hits. Okay. So there's a little bit of like skill needed, I suppose, is the best way to put it. If somebody does get slept, so the one concern I think that people will have with
Crowd
the
controls
idea around
have
sleep
to
is
be
if the
projectile
sleep
based.
hits,
Have to be.
and someone is slowed and eventually stopped as a result of it, and they have, you're in a party with good coordination, you can kind of like alpha strike somebody, and it ends up being almost like a free headshot or two on somebody inside of a handful of frames, and then they just kind of blink out of existence. I don't think it would be crazy to think of like a couple of guys with windlasses just basically waiting for the sleep to hit so that they can like clap somebody. So there might end up being some balance stuff there. I'm just
We
putting it
are
out there for
very,
what it
very
is.
much aware of that. So, so the balance team is on very high alert, like coming
Come
out,
on.
especially this
Come
time.
on. I mean, dude, these guys know. Iron Mace
there's
knows, dude.
A huge amount of new skills, perks, and then they're reworking a lot.
There's something
of the
like
older
40
ones too,
40
so.
perks and that sort of stuff. 40 plus
okay.
skills and perks and spells.
All right. So moving on to Rogue then, kind of like the same kind of thing.
Oh wait, so before
Rogue,
we move on to Rogue, then
Yeah.
is
sure.
because I mentioned that there is at least for the wizard and
Nah,
the
we don't have to
cleric,
talk
is
about
we,
Rogue, dude. We don't
you
have
know,
to talk about the Rogue.
Lego was kind enough to make us a little thing to give you a guide. Can we just show that really quick? Like a
Yeah,
little-
give me
little
give me
video
one
thing.
second.
Sorry, I'm amateur about the OBS, so
we're
we
gonna-
might be muted. So we're gonna come back soon. Yeah. So
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna just deafen this, and then I'm gonna like play the feed on my
Okay.
end, and then
yeah,
I'll.
thank
I'll
you so
come
much,
back.
and I'm just gonna scene change right
Okay, cool.
now.
Ooh. I'm pausing it, dude. I'm pausing it. Static charge, cold focus, arcane precision, glass cannon, focus mind, lingering magic. Arcane surge, arcane insight, arcane infusion, transmutation, teleport, sleep, meteor strike, frost wave, fly, polymorph.
Are you back? Yeah. So that's
Yeah.
that's the kind of the breakdown for our new wizard and cleric. As you know, as
New
I said,
perks, me
we also-
likey.
you know, we're gonna go talk about the rogue. You know, we redid some of the rogue stuff. There's some ranger stuff, and then there's also just a general balance pass for the other classes.
I mean,
Okay.
this
Yeah,
is
that was-
also
that
going to
was
put
really
a lot
quick,
a lot
so
of pressure on
somebody
what
grab a
will a
clip of that.
wizard take. You know,
Yeah.
the clear.
was
Oh, because
moving
I'm.
fast. All right, yeah, there's
we
some
missed the
good-
clear. All right, okay.
We'll
Too
put
bad.
it up later afterwards too. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't go back.
Okay. On to.
Oh no, my
Rogue-
computer's crashing. Oh no.
Rogue stuff. So
Yes.
Rogue is getting wall climb and play dead.
Can't go back.
Right on top of some of the other like
Slash videos
deception
at the
stuff
top?
that they already have kind of
What?
going on. Same kind of question, right? Like as stuff moves forward, the idea being that Rogue becomes even more evasive than they already have been previously. Is there, because of this added mobility,
in
with,
the
like, wall climb and,
URL
like the ability for them
in
to
the
play
URL
dead,
and
play
go to the
dead as,
most
like,
recent.
further options? Is there going to be an adjustment to how hide works?
At the start
Okay.
of season 10. Okay. So I think
Okay.
you know,
Oh, I see. You go here.
yeah. So the reason
I got you.
the
I got you.
Rogue
I
is
got you. I
getting,
got you. Got you.
you know,
Okay,
these
hold
kind
on.
of
They're
two
talking
big
about
ones
Rogue. They're talking about.
also
We'll
is
check it
that
out in
they
a
were
little bit,
originally
right?
supposed to
There's
come
definitely going to
out
be some
at
yapping. We'll
season
check out.
9.
We'll check out
It's
the.
just that
I'm
you know, we
sorry.
just ran out of steam towards the end, and then they were already in the works. So we're like, hey, okay, let's get it ready for season 10, right? So that's the history behind that.
Okay. So we're going to see some pretty major changes to
There
Hyde.
shouldn't be
Are
an
you- do you
adjustment
not
for
want to
Hyde.
elaborate,
Says someone in the
or
chat.
Do you want us to find out like when the patch hits?
There's gonna be probably a lot of gripes from the Rogue community.
Oh hell yeah! Here we
Because
go.
of that. But at the same time, you know, for us is that we did think that, especially that
Thank you, Kiwi.
that landmine, we want to make that, you know, a little bit more less prevalent, I guess, right? So, it's kind of
gone.
it's not a
It's
very
gone. It's
elegant
over.
solution right
Rogue's
now,
in shambles.
but yeah, Hyde is no longer gonna be like, oh, this is the absolute necessary skill. That's what we're hoping to go for.
Okay.
You know, we are introducing play dead. It's kind of a different role, but we have ideas. We're throwing it out there right
Oh, your
now
mic cut out.
because
Yeah,
there's gonna
Mateo.
be-
Oh, there you
Mateo, it's fine.
it'll come out. and
Mateo,
we're still
it's
looking
fine.
to do more polishing.
Okay. Okay.
Hold
I
me
don't.
now.
I have no skin in
I'm
this game
6
because I
feet
don't
from
hardly
the
ever play
edge,
Rogue.
and
I
I'm
haven't for a very long
thinking
time. So
we're gonna be okay.
I'm gonna have to
We're gonna
just
be
leave it up
okay,
to,
dude. We're gonna
you
be
know,
okay. Bleachy's gonna be
Proposer,
okay.
Party Chip when he's, you know,
Well,
playing more
so
like
With
So,
any Iron Mace
the
magic,
other
dude, it's
side
probably gonna
is
come
that-
back in a couple weeks.
because we know that this is, you know, we're kind of doing this kind of big nerf to Hyde is we are doing a rework of the other skills. And so hopefully it's like a mea culpa. It's like, oh, okay, you know, we're taking away Hyde, but here's some other, you know, some of the other perks and skills that are not used is kind of build that up. Especially the new perks
I
and
know
skills
this
that were
trick.
introduced for the Rogue.
Discord
the
Rogue
least
chat
perks
is
especially for,
nuts.
at season 9. We
Believe
saw
it.
very low engagement, so we know that, hey, okay, they're going to get a big boost.
okay. Yeah, like, you know, it's I think a lot of this a lot of this reads like there's gonna be some pretty big shifts in
Yes.
how the game is getting played by at least 3 of the classes in the game. So
I'll never
I think
play a
it's
new
just gonna
class, Gara.
be one of those
ever.
things where people are gonna have to try it out and I guess see what they think.
If we made it through Shimmerhide,
Okay.
we can make it through this.
Let's see. What is the target for your like hit to kill count right now? Is it and for that metric, because you guys talked a lot about like hits to kill rather than time to kill was like one of SDF's primary things. Or do you guys feel like your hit to kill count is where you want it, or do you feel like it still needs adjusting?
Time to kill.
Yeah, Rogue Hide is getting a huge nerf for Kiwi.
네, 15.
Yeah.
Okay, so
But
this one,
supposedly
yeah,
we're
Paul-
getting other
Paul
things.
prepared.
So we gotta just wait
So
and
he
see.
says the main goal is always to make it players easier to learn about items. Wait.
Oh, no, no, no,
히트키
no.
그 얘기가 그거
notification.
있었어. Okay, here. Yeah. So okay.
Well, I mean, dude,
So yeah.
we might be getting a shit ton of movement though. We might get the
Verbatim
return to
calls
be the
are going
fastest
too many
class in the
different
game.
Class compositions and item combinations right now to define a specific hit to kill. So this is coming directly from the balance team, right? So he doesn't want. It's just kind of a
Pickpocket
more
is
general
toast.
guide.
Pickpocket
You
might be
don't
going
want
away.
TTK to be too short, but
What's up, Frags? Play
it
Dead
should
could be
still be
good. Could be
possible
good.
to
We gotta
have
wait until we
a
see it.
short TTK. So we're going back to TTK. This is from the balance team, but we want that short TTK to be through skill expression rather than item. So that's what their vision, their goal.
What have you heard so far?
what's
Just
driving them.
massive
And
amounts
they
of
know
new
that they still
spells
have
and
to
abilities for cleric
Okay.
and wizard.
Okay, I think that's fair. All right, so I guess kind of switching gears a little bit. You have 2 new, I guess, minor artifacts that were community created that were.
I'm
rumored
sure you
to
could
be
play
coming
Dead to
into
Boss. I
this
bet it does
patch.
work
Is
like that.
Happening still?
Right? It's getting old, yeah. Look, it's gonna be
And
fine.
There's a surprise. So
Okay.
Faster
we
TTK, I think, is a
we know
bad
about
idea.
the Grimvale cloak, right?
Yes.
And then there's the tier of Himthers. So
Yes.
the Grimvale cloak was one that when the wearer's HP dropped below a certain threshold, it gave them invisibility and
Invis.
movement speed
TTK
on
is
an
very
internal
fast.
cooldown.
Yes.
yes, that's,
And that's going to
wizard
be coming
invis.
in. Okay.
Pardon?
And then there's a transparent Pavis.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
not the Pavis. It's a heater shield, right?
Oh, you're making it a heater.
It's a
Okay.
shield.
The original design was for a Pavis.
No, it was
Yeah.
not one peg. No, it was not. No, it was not.
So there's
No,
gonna
it
be
wasn't.
Also, actual artifacts too. So
There's new
Oh, you're
artifacts
adding
as
more
well.
artifacts. Yeah,
Yes.
well, you had the Bardiche in the trailer with that wing motif on it. It looked like it was like a wind attack or something.
yes,
Okay, there's more than that.
there's more than that. Yeah.
Like
Okay,
Shadow
alright.
did
I
from
guess
over the
we'll
hill.
Leave a little
LOL,
mystery,
dude.
right? So there's more.
It was a heater,
little
almost. You're
bits
absolutely
of
correct.
more
Just
for
say
both,
my bad. Just say my bad.
Okay. Season 9. In season 9, you doubled the artifact drop rates in HR, right? I think midway through there was like an increased artifact
so we did it
drop
at the
rate.
very start of the season.
At the
So,
start, that's
Okay, so I'll give you a little history. It was at the end of season.
I
8,
don't
we did an
exactly know
event,
the
right?
reference.
The first
Right.
season.
Yeah, and
the
it was
end of se-
boosted.
But it
And then
feels
during
familiar
that
in some
event,
type
we
of way.
doubled the rate, right? And then
Okay.
it felt good. So then Paul. was
Oh,
like, "Hey,
okay,
when we
nice.
start
Yeah,
season
yeah, yeah,
9,
yeah, yeah.
why
All
don't
right,
we
I
just
was
go with,
gonna guess, but I
that
was too
rate
scared to
from
get it
the end
wrong.
of season,
Homeward Bound is
uh,
correct, dude. Yeah,
Season 8
yeah.
event.
They
So
think
that's
he-
what
they
we
think
did
he's
for
dead,
season
right? But
9. And
Shadow
then at
comes
the end
back.
of this season, for our end of event, season event, we doubled it again.
Dude,
So
W
right
talking
now, it's
animals.
like- it should be, there should
So
be
it's like super
artifacts.
high.
Can you imagine how good it's gonna be when you get
But going
polymorphed
back
into
to
like
season 10, we're
a
not-
cat or something?
Right now, we feel that's a little
And you
too
just-
much, so we're gonna go back to the baseline.
We're gonna have
is the
talking
season
animals.
9, what
More
you-
talking
what-
animals in Dark and
At the
Darker.
beginning
I'm
of the season,
excited.
you mean you're going back to what it was at the beginning of the season?
I'm
beginning of
totally
season
crying
9.
about that scene.
Or,
We all
end
are.
of, end of event season 8, right? It's the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it felt bad. I don't know. Maybe chat. You guys could probably chime in on this one a little bit more than I could. I got a pole out of a treasure pile and thought I was God, but it's all right. Like the early season 9 stuff was fine.
It's great. The
Yeah,
artifact
so,
drop
I mean,
rate is
it's
absolutely
continually
fucking
been
great.
creeping Up, like, from
The,
season
like,
7, it went up to
Making
season
other
8,
making piles be
season
like
8,
POIs,
it
making
was,
keys
went
be a
up to
thing.
the-
This is
season
great.
9, and I feel like we're at a good place, So
What do you think this season's drum rate for the artifact?
yeah, so Paul's interested. Yeah. How's the community feel about the artifact drop rates? from
End of season.
at the end of season.
In the end of season.
Yeah, how
Because
did it
right
feel like
now
at
it's
the
like
end of season,
double,
boys?
yeah.
Was it like too much, or did it feel like was it like too much of a good thing, or was it fine, or
No, it's good. It's good.
was too strong? Drop rate was good.
Yeah, right now.
Too much for sure.
it
Pulled
should
4
be-
at end. Wow.
As I checked the chat, everyone said good, strong, bad, good, strong, bad. So
Yeah.
it means
Yeah.
well balanced. That's what.
So the other thing is that
He's
I
not
think
wrong.
we've also now we're trying
Everyone
to
works for me
establish
now.
that hey, we have this kind of routine right? So that's the other big change starting from season 8 was like, hey, we're trying to do these kind of shorter seasons right now at 3-month intervals, and then we want to have those kind
3
of
months
routines,
feels
like
good.
at the start of the season.
3 month
we have
feels
the
right.
SSF event, and at the end, at the bookmark is have these kind of like the super loot kind of event, right? So
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
we're trying to
Yeah.
keep that
Okay.
in mind.
Super
also.
loot at the end, I think is great.
One of the
SSF
really
at the beginning
popular
is
questions
also
I got-
great.
I got a lot of messages about
If
this
fights
one
take too
was,
long, then third party
quests
becomes more of a
at the
problem,
start.
and
Like,
how
you're
healing.
in- you're in
Yeah,
solo
I agree. I agree with
self-bound
that
first
completely.
week,
Space time. It's a weird balance
first
because
2 weeks, whatever.
too
The
long,
quests
too
seem like
long
they
of a
burn out
fight.
pretty
you're just
fast,
everyone's playing for a third
with the
party.
time gates.
Too
And
fast of
people
a fight,
start
so you're
feeling
getting
like
one
they're kinda
shot.
choked off on like they're collecting resources, but there's not a whole lot to craft.
Yeah, Mateo.
Right.
He said this was his last
Is that
one,
still like the same method with like how your quests are being time gated?
but he said that last
or are
time
you
too.
looking at like opening that up a little bit more?
So we did do some adjustments. We learned from season 9. We weren't able to go deep into that. So all those criticisms we think are valid, right? It's just that, hey, right now we could have put in, working on all the other stuff is. So at the start of season 10, it should be a little bit more
Like
smoother.
shit, man.
Like opening up.
I
different
probably
quest
would just be,
lines.
like,
I
memeing
know,
and
like, one
joking
of
around the
the
whole time,
big
though.
criticisms for season 9 was like, hey, the tailor opened up way too late, right? So it's like if you're
Yeah.
a class that need a cloth, you're like, oh, stuck behind the line,
Shrug, Omis.
So we did some of those adjustments. It's still.
I wanna be able to
gated,
craft purples week 1, bro. I'm
because,
with you on that.
We do see like, trying to run this as a live service is that we do see people engaging longer through that, right?
Yeah.
I know. Hey, so again, we're gonna learn. Season 10 is
I love
step
Terry,
up.
dude.
It's not gonna be a huge improvement. Once we get a little bit more, space.
It's too something like
improve
that. Maybe
it
is like
again
too
for season
strong,
11.
lazy.
So the
Okay,
quest is
regarding crafts
constantly-
too,
Yeah.
there's been a lot of requests for like a surgical kit craft and like a bandage craft. Because
surgical kit
especially when it comes to like green and blue
bandage,
bandages and green and blue surge kits.
계획이냐?
Kevin.
Why not?
He said, why not? So,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean we have crafts for like every other consumable but those.
I think
But,
it's a
we
fun
can
idea.
we've been able to make potions forever, but we can't no one can craft a bandage.
Well, so you heard it. He thinks it's a fun idea. Paul's like, okay, why not? So,
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right. Okay, shifting to like
Someone's posting
Season
craftable
9
and Vizpod
hotfix
in the
stuff.
chat, dude. Kill this man.
So
Take this man to the
you
town
guys
square, dude.
changed High Roller around to
Yes.
needing like an entry fee that was a lot higher than what it had been before, and then obviously
Yes.
like a gear score requirement on equipped gear. How do you guys feel like
Someone
that
let
has
him out. It's sitting it back
do,
in.
do you feel like it's worked out well? Do you feel like mid-tier players are getting priced out? Is it working the way that you want it to?
Oh yes. So I think for us, we think it worked out for the most part. I think one of the things that we were talking about, Paul and I specifically talking about, is like giving the modes, each mode, a specific identity, right? And so like High Roller or originally with STF and I was like, we wanted it to be like real high rollers, right? But it was kind of
No,
meshing
I
into,
agree with
oh,
you.
this-
Take lazy, like something
very
to
few
mitigate getting third
differentiators
partied
between
would be
normal and high
interesting.
roller.
I don't
And
know
so
if
we
like
wanted to get
50%
that
heal. I'm
into
not
the
exactly
game.
sure
Like,
what
with the
it
Gambler
would be, but
token was okay, now
something
we have
wouldn't
that
necessarily be a
incentive to
bad
do that.
idea.
But at the same time, we were also motivated because in high rollers, the risk reward factor we didn't think was balanced correctly. We wanted, there was a lot of rats in Korea. They call them crows. That go in with very little to lose, and so that was kind of like, oh, we give it a it's specific identity, and we could also battle that issue. So that's our motivation behind it. We think that it's.
I think something
it's
like that
actually
lazy
worked
would be
out the way
interesting
that
on a
we
class,
wanted to work out.
right? Like
Given the
you
different
run this
modes,
class and then you have a little bit
specific
easier time
identities.
dealing
So
with third parties or
PvE,
something like that.
Normal now has that kind of progression that we wanted as the onboarding, and then high rollers is like, hey, yeah, I'm really into the super high adrenaline, rush, and arenas is its arenas, and the Squire Royale is its own kind of ecosphere, right? So
So do you
Ecosphere.
feel like HR is performing closer to the way that you want it now?
Yes.
With how you've adjusted it? Okay.
yes.
Who's in
And
the
we
Hound Skull?
actually-
Paul.
So again, with the higher the
Lead of
entrance
balance.
barriers. We did see that dip originally, but then it he'll recover very, very quickly. So we're happy about that. So we're seeing really it's like really balanced distribution across the different modes now.
Nice.
And
That's
so-
great.
Okay.
That's great
Just
news.
you mean like on a macro level?
Yeah, on a macro level. And so
No,
that's
dude,
what
on
we
a
wanted to
micro
do,
level.
you know?
What the
It's like,
hell,
hey,
One Pig?
have these spaces where you have that choice to kind of figure out like, oh, okay, this is the level I'm comfortable
We
at,
have
or
seen
this
Paul
is
and
what,
SDF
you
in
know,
the same
I wanna
room
play
together,
at,
though.
and give
So.
people those kind of sandboxes or playgrounds, I guess.
So, and for in terms of game modes, how do you guys feel that Squire Royale is working out?
So in terms of player engagement and like, just like fun, for us too, is like, we really enjoy that mode, right? So it was kind of a internal passion project too, right? It's like, we're very satisfied with it.
Macro,
It's
micro,
having good
pickle,
engagement.
poco.
So it kind of
Squire Royale feels great.
Audience too.
Is Bolden
So,
4
which
from
was
Kingdom of Heaven?
interesting.
Nice.
Yeah, but yeah, we're
Is
really
that the
happy
is
with
that the
it.
dude in the Iron Mask who's like has like
Okay.
leprosy or whatever?
Follow-up question for the HR mode. Will it be the same
Nice.
type of builds when the next season begins in a day or whatever? Will it still
You
be
see the
5
clown
people
emoji
Coleman
face? That would be
and, the-
incredible,
Oh, okay.
lazy.
Oh, so that's an excellent point. Is that
SR,
Um,
dude, Squire Royale is
during
enough to just
SSF
be
event,
the
the
game.
first 2 weeks of the season, because
It's-
there's
it's
no
very
marketplace,
satisfying.
We realized that hey, the minimum gear score for high rollers is a little bit tough. Is that during that first 2 weeks when there is no market, we actually we're gonna loosen the minimum gear score requirement, and then once the
Okay.
market opens, it's gonna revert back to what it is right now. So I think it's like
This is a good
right-
change.
Right now it's like 얼마죠?
140.
That's good.
지금
지금
280.
So right now it's 280.
These guys are thinking about
Uh,
changes
uh,
ahead of time?
minimum gear
Crazy.
score. And it's gonna be 140 half during the SSF because we realize.
Can I repeat what he
hey, you
said?
have to actually
So what he said is that in the
manually
SSF
approve
2 week
those, pieces.
still be a
time
500
frame at the
gold
beginning of the season,
Yes, it's still 500 buy-in.
the
All right.
restraints
expensive
on
on the
playing
ring
high
and,
roller
save
are going to be
your,
lower.
save your
Yes.
coins,
There's
I
still
guess.
probably going to be a gear score
Okay,
requirement, but
um,
it's not going to be as high as it is currently.
Let's
And then
see.
once the
All right,
market comes
so,
out, it will revert back to
um,
how it is now.
I
Like
guess
280 gear
like
score. or
content
whatever.
balance stuff. So Inferno got revamped in season 9 and you
140
made it
gear
like a
score, he
5x5.
said. Right, so it gets cut in
Yes.
half.
And now you're adding Magma Wyvern to the
Yes.
game. So how are
And
you
5x5.
how are you one of the criticisms that people have about how HR is versus like say running Squire Royale for instance is the loot reward in HR seems like it's a little bit lackluster comparatively when you have even a small chance to like say get an artifact, you have a pretty good chance of getting like legendary items if you make it to the 3rd floor and all that. So how are you looking at tuning like boss loot to make it like more worth the risk, I guess, if you want to put it that way?
So he's talking about Squire Royale bossing.
First of all, if you're looking specifically at artifacts,
Squire
High
Royale
Roller
bossing is
does
fine.
Have, a
It should
little
be
bit bonus over
impossible.
SR. Also on SR, it's like there's only one party that's gonna come out with it, right? So
Right.
yeah, I think those are the things that we put into we factored in is like, hey, you're not always expected to win and come out with the best items every time you go into the Inferno or
Yeah,
the lower
duh.
depths, right? So
How can we make
Yeah.
SR more lucrative from RNT
overall, for
farmers?
us,
Good catch,
we saw
RM3.
really
Good catch.
engagement with the revamped Inferno. So I don't know. Yeah, to us, we're pretty satisfied. I mean, again, we could always keep on continuing. We're planning to tweak the loot a little bit more, but yeah, we're into a area now that we're pretty. We feel like we're.
They should be satisfied. Squire Royale is a
now
banger.
It's just a matter of
It's in a good
doing
spot.
Little tweaks, right? So.
Do you feel like the 5x5 map size works out better for like map flow versus
Yes.
like the I guess 4x4 from before?
Yes. So
Okay.
It's just like for us it's a good balance.
It's 7x7,
in
brother.
terms of
Ain't it? I could be wrong.
the flow, and also in terms of us.
Guts repeater
generating
crossbow and
the, you know,
rogue?
The modules and.
I
setting
want the
that up.
cannon, dude.
You know. So
want my
Fire
hand to
Deep-
fall off
the
and a cannon
Regen
comes
Fire
out.
Deep is also going to be 5x5, right? So that's that's kind of
Oh,
what
okay.
we're used to and what we're balancing around, right? So
So you're adding a lot of new modules for Fire Deep then.
yeah.
And I have to pick my hand up off the ground and put it back on.
Our level guy had a lot of sleepless nights working on that. So
How
him
many?
and-
What's what's the pool size of modules now for Fire Deep then in this case?
No, so Fire
So
Deep is because there was so much added. We basically made exactly enough.
You made 25. Are they being shuffled or is it going to be a fixed map?
They're gonna be shuffled though.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So yeah, I think you already answered
Sick.
this. There's going to be 2
Fire
weeks
deep
solo
buff
self-found
is nice.
Yes.
this time around. Okay.
Yes.
And are you looking at making that like a permanent fixture? I guess moving
I think,
forward
you
because we've
know,
kind of had that for the last few seasons.
It's
Yeah,
already
you
a
know,
permanent.
The feedback's been good.
Dude, one
You
peg.
know, it's good to kind of,
I'm gonna push you.
like I
dude.
said, we're trying to at least now.
I'm gonna push you one peg.
You know, Paul and I had that. Hey,
When a Lilith comes out of the tip of
now
my flaming
you guys,
penis and whispers
you know,
at my enemy's sweet nothing,
watch over
soon.
Dark and Darker from SEO was like, okay,
What?
our philosophy when we were going in is like, hey, let's try to make things more stable, less more predictable. You know, that was our kind of key word, right? And give people
Man,
like
go
so
to
they could kind
sleep.
of have a.
You had a long
plan.
day, dude. It was a
And
long
so
day,
that,
dude.
you know, that's
Forgive
the
him.
thing. It's like, so that's why we're going with these kind of three month seasons, at least for a while, and then have like that event in the beginning, event and at the end, right? And then you know we'll have like a mid-season.
We already
kind
talked
of-
about this.
a little kind of mid-season feature dropper improvement on the stuff that we did at the start, right? So I think this season we did the ping system refresh, right? So which was
Yeah,
offered at
and I
beginning,
the
stuff
way that
like
you guys revamped ping system, I think was pretty nice, like with the color coded like markers and stuff.
Yeah, so
it
it's
was good.
we could get out there with version 0.1, and then hey, hopefully we could offer another thing that's improves on that, or gives a new variation on the current toys.
Regarding ruins, there's a lot of modules that kind of end up being like little rest stops. There's a lot of empty modules. Are you guys looking
Rest
to
stops.
like add stuff to those modules that end up kind of being like open space?
So
Sacred
that was
Flame,
done on purpose.
Divine
So
Echo,
first of all,
Blood
except
Tithe.
It's only on the 7x7 ones, right? So like
Right.
Squire Royale uses the
Heretic's
old
Brand, Banishing
random,
Touch,
5x5,
Pain
right?
Offering,
On the 7x7.
Nice.
So
Stigmata.
the motivation when we did that
Aura
version
of
was
All. Look at all
because,
these goddamn perks. Where are all my
wanted to
rogue perks at?
make it so it's a little bit more friendly.
Dude,
for
if
people
Rogue
that
got
are
this many
starting
perks-
to learn the game, right? Whereas like a kind of tight 5x5.
Radiant Blade, Blessed
there's
Fair,
Certain things that we have
Bread,
to always
dude,
kind of
mana.
keep in mind is that we
Miracle,
want to have
Veil of Judgment, Divine Barrier, Divine Grace.
optimal amount
Like a
of
chain heal,
players
maybe?
per session on the servers to make it make sense for us.
Confession, Vow of Silence,
business-wise, running the
Excommunication,
servers.
Barefoot
That's also a
Pilgrimage.
reason that a big motivation behind the continuous matchmaking too is that hey,
Iron
it's like running an empty
Mace.
server costs just the exact same amount.
They
as
fooled me
running
for
a
the
full
last
server, right?
time.
And so
It's cool. I'm gonna meet some
but
of these
doing
guys
that
in
on a
PAX.
5x5 on a full loot game for beginners was
It's cool. I'm gonna meet them soon.
it is kind of the entrance barrier is too high.
Change
So
it
that's
back.
why we went to
Right.
7x7.
Change
The
it
problem
back.
There is, technically, it's very performance and resource heavy, right? And so if we added monsters to
Minus
it
two if
and,
you keep threatening
all
the devs.
Additional stuff.
Yeah.
Like I know even right now we're struggling with this and we're working on it, and we have another new expert that's looking directly at this, is trying to bring back performance, right? But
This appears like a robust
yeah,
change.
the
That's another
7x7
Thanks,
big
Jabib.
big one for people is
Yeah.
they've
Well
it's
said-
felt like
well said,
performance has
Jabib.
steadily
Full
been
Jabib
like, kind
hit
of
the
declining
NPC
as
mode.
things have been added.
yes, that's true. That's absolutely true. So
You're holding the
7x7
rondelle backwards. It's like the
Ruins
better
is
you
only
just
possible because we have those rest stops. Otherwise, it's then expect even bigger chug fest, right? So
Bigger chug fest.
Okay.
but we are happy with the 7x7 because as
Yeah,
the
7x7
gateway
is
for
better,
New
yeah.
players coming in to learn it is
Yes.
that we think that's like a good balance point. Whereas like 5x5 was just a little bit too.
It's too
sweaty,
tight.
right?
It's too
Even for
tight.
new
Too sweaty.
players.
Right.
Would completely
Okay.
agree.
We're actually doing pretty good on time. I'm getting down toward the bottom of this, so
Yeah.
we got 15 minutes or so left. Okay, yeah, don't worry,
Green
boys.
Bee,
I
what
see the
up?
stuff that you're asking. It's in here, I swear. Okay, so
Season 10's looking good for Dark and Darker,
another big
brother.
one for a lot of people is Secure Boot TPM 2.0 HVCI. Was there
Bagman, this is
and I
about
guess
you.
a direct
Lock in.
question as best I can put this. Was there a measurable drop in cheating from implementing it that you can see? And for like a lot of the players that have older PCs that don't have TPM modules on their motherboard and don't want to spend $90 to go get one from Amazon, do you figure
hear that,
the
Bagman?
reduction in cheating, if there was one, is worth locking those
90
people in?
bucks.
So I can ask Paul directly about this because his background is actually as a security expert, before he came here. But 그래서 그 TPM 이런 거 이제 우리가 했잖아요. 그 실제로
컴서머니야.
이런 거가 치터들이
네.
그
그 이제
효과
업데이트,
In a full of cheaters all season, worse than ever. There were a lot of cheaters this season.
Okay, awesome. Wait, so
yeah. Let's see the script.
Game
Okay,
Shark
so-
controller
okay.
back in the day was lit.
There's
Dude, Game Shark, Game Genie.
So yeah, he actually. So I think the other reason it's going really quick is that you were able to send us.
Yeah, I sent you a huge list. I added to that
Yeah,
since
we
I sent
got
it to
this,
you.
we're
But
like,
yeah,
oh
I
my
sent you a
God.
huge list. Yeah.
But so
Paul hates Rogue, confirmed. He does. He's a longsword man.
Yeah, so he's saying there was a actual the positive.
Literally the city
The
guard.
original feedback was that. So in China, we have a lot. There's actually like these companies that build hacks and have subscription services and stuff. And
Red
when
Card.
this first went out, with our context there is like a lot of them just stopped selling a product for our game.
He's
right?
looking
So
up
we know
Elvish
that had
maidens
an
on his
impact.
phone, dude.
When it first came out too, is that we know
Paul
we-
has a
we
helmet on. He probably
internally
doesn't want to show
our metrics,
face.
We're showing a significant drop.
It's also just kind of
The
his
problem
thing.
is, of course, it's not. Everyone adapts, right? So
Great. The guy who was
the
posting
big
about
change
InvizPots
we're
is now
saying
spamming about
that
guild halls,
there
dude.
is a difference
Nah,
in the
nah,
type
nah.
of
Paul and
hacks now,
SDF have been in the
is
same room together, Elite.
A lot of them have started
He
moving
has
on to
leprosy.
this thing called DMA hacks,
Yeah.
Yes.
which is
Yeah.
now much more difficult for us to, combat and detect. The other thing is like even with the current hacks is like one of the things we started noticing recently was the frequency of like older exploits are still they're being discovered a little bit faster, and so our internal thought is that hey, now the hackers are using AI to analyze and find exploits faster, right? So again, it's this never-ending kind of cat and mouse chase, right? When you talk about supporting the older systems, is like so. I think the benchmark, for us as a competitor, it's not, as a multiplayer
Which
game
one's the
where
good
people
one?
have, high stakes involved, is that trying to
Everybody
ensure
would love a guild hall, dude.
minimum level of integrity is a
prancing
high
pony,
priority
if you
for us,
will.
right? We do want to have more people play, so the way we look at it is we kind of trying to follow the other benchmarks of the most popular competitive online games, and so our benchmark is like Riot with like Valorant and League of Legends, right? So unfortunately, we feel like that's the standard,
Nice,
and we're
Grimpy.
just following that standard, and but there's still. So
Oh,
many
dude,
people
add a
worldwide
tribunal.
that play
Tribunal would
the
be
game, right?
sick, lazy.
So
Right.
we don't.
Tribunal
have,
would be
like,
absolutely cinema.
yeah. For us, is right now, battling the hackers is still higher priority than
Console release
widening
next
the
season?
pool.
Maybe.
Especially right now with our performance too, right? It's so heavy that even if we widen it, it's like, oh,
So
could
this
you
benchmark
actually
is
have
Yeah.
a
What's
you
a
know,
tribunal?
satisfying
Like where you
experience
have
for
like
the wider
the people who play the game, basically
Okay.
a group of them decides
So,
whether or
I
not
mean,
like
just to
something
kinda
looks like
reiterate, though,
cheating.
you feel as
They used to
though,
have it in League
the
for
reduction
like
in
bad
cheating
behavior
has
and
been
stuff like
worth
that.
the unfortunate reality that some people just aren't going to be able to play the game.
yes.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Yeah, but I
let's
think
see,
having
who
a
do I
social
have?
like what Dark and Darker needs is a way for you to like make friends in like a
Is
not
there-
hostile environment.
Is there a path that you guys see where you would be able to allow
Nuremberg
people with
2.0?
older
I mean, it
hardware
does
to
get crazy, dude, for
get
sure.
a little bit more access
Every
to
jungler
the
is getting
game?
banned.
Like lower ranks of arena or something along those lines.
Now my video's like out of date, dude, because we're not gonna have a high.
몇 가지
Fuck.
좀 그 시스템 개발이 좀 필요하기는 한데, 예, 그러니까 일단은 이제 그냥 이제 허용을 하게 되면 그 올드
But you
하드웨어
did learn
이용해서
about
힘이
maybe
나기
getting
때문에,
a some sort of
그
attachment to your
기반적으로
MOBO
기반이 좀 필요한
from
상황이에요.
Amazon for $90.
Okay, yeah. So there's room
Bagman.
for additional development to try to support that. But if we just, again, that's extra cost for us that we have to start looking into. There's so right now there's no intention to just open it up to
All rogues
to
getting banned,
older
absolutely.
hardware, because that's the
Okay.
If you get caught,
that's
dude,
going to be the
you
vector
can't
of
get
all the
caught.
cheating.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. All right. Let's see. How do you feel like the player population health is at the moment? Do you feel like it's doing well? Have you seen like a generalized uptick with how things
Yes.
have been the last several
Player health has
iterations?
been good.
So
Not best, but good.
let's be very realistic. Is that it's a far cry from the heydays, right? But for
Sure.
us, is that hey, we're looking at just trying to stabilize. Like I said, our keywords when we're running the last two seasons was hey, stabilize, make it predictable, right? And so
Yeah.
I think we're accomplishing
51%
a lot
or
of the
higher
goals
than
that
your total
we had
playtime
internally.
perma-ban, dude.
In terms of
I'm
player
dead, dude. I'm
population,
dead.
we feel like we're seeing that too. Is that so a little background? Season 8 was we saw the because we're a seasonal game, is at the start of the season you have the peak and then it'll drop off, right? Season 8 was the best.
Rogue transforms to other
drop-off,
classes
the
look wise.
slowest drop-off we've
Oh, I
ever
do
had,
like
right?
that.
Comparative to
Okay.
the other seasons, right? And then season 9 is the first time where from season
Don't
to
understand
season,
English well.
the
Please tell me
actual
briefly what they did to
population went
Rogue.
up,
Have
right? So
they
we're like, oh,
deleted
that's another
Hyde?
improvement. And then in terms of the drop-off,
Alex,
it's
what
actually
they're
right
going to do
behind
to
season
Hyde
8
is
in
not
terms
yet
of the,
determined.
percentage.
They
Again,
basically said that they're
there's,
going to nerf that,
you're
but they're
starting
also
with a
adjusting all
lower
the other
nominal
Rogue
number,
perks
so,
and abilities to try and
right.
make up for it.
But
They
all
want
that
to
taken
try
into
and
consideration for
minimize
us, that was a big win.
landmine style
The other
gameplay.
thing we're taking into consideration is like we haven't been spending any actual paid marketing.
So
for,
no-
like,
none
the
of us
last
really know
3
what that
seasons,
means at
right?
all.
And so this is
Right,
all
yeah.
being done organically. I think we did maybe pay.
But we'll find out in a
during
day or so.
Like we had a tournament. Like a streamer tournament in season 7, and then had like a cash prize.
Yeah, you had
but, like-
a streamer tournament that I casted.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, so that was like last year, right? So that was like,
Yeah.
and then at the start of season 8, we did a little. We're so the thing is,
Hopefully that helps,
We're
Alex.
not.
This is
spending
bad
money right
news.
now
It could be
because
good
we're at that
news.
phase
We
like,
don't
hey,
know
we
what's
gotta
getting changed yet.
stabilize
So
triage, right?
let's hold
And so it doesn't
reservations
really
until
make
we
sense
see what the
to-
changes are.
To poor people.
Don't make
But
up your
this-
mind just yet.
But another encouraging metric is that even
Cheers,
without that
Frax.
spend, is that we're starting to see like organically new players coming in, and then
There have been new
season
players coming
8,
into the game.
We saw a small boost. Season 10, the entire player population boosted around 5 to 10% without any marketing. Well, without any paid marketing, Dude, like Lego
Sure.
again is just crushing it, right, with the teasers. So
Yeah, he's great.
that kind of stuff, doing it internally is making an impact. And then season 9 is we've also seen substantial, noticeable improvements on new player retention rates too, right? And so these are all like, again, they're all little things, but those are things that we're trying to start building up. And once we get a little bit more comfortable at this, it's like, oh, okay.
We can remove all the gear
then
scores
let's
again.
Kind of consider, you know,
Removing
making a
all the
bigger
gear
push,
scores.
Right. But right now,
Okay.
we're pretty happy.
He's just talking about marketing.
So with that, where do you guys
Which
feel like
makes
you
sense.
are regarding like early access moving into like a
STF can
1.0?
come back inside.
How far off do you feel like
So
that
he's
is?
not
Do you
sleeping on
have
the
an
couch
internal
anymore. He can
roadmap
sleep in
for,
my
like,
bed next to me.
Okay, here's where 1.0 is, and how far do you feel like you're away from that if you have one?
Yeah, 1.0 몇 프로? Well, so
Yo, that laugh, dude.
personally, Like,
He hit him with the
you know,
straight 1.0, me lord.
I would love to have 1.0 next year, right? Sometime next
Okay.
year. You know, I'm super envious of like our friends over at Pocket Pair because they just released Power 1.0, right?
Yeah.
Dude,
it's great.
they did awesome job out
You
there.
guys
right?
playing Power World? I don't play
And
that
so
game.
it's just like, oh man, and they did it in like 2 years of early access, right? So we're like, dude, okay.
They
we
also
gotta
sold
learn
like
some
10
of the
million
tricks.
units or something. So
But yeah, I think
Pokemon
you know, so,
with guns.
To be honest, you know, we are still missing a lot of core stuff that
They also beat
like,
their case. True.
when people think of a 1.0.
Iron Maze
release,
kind of did as well.
You know, some of the polish. So I think the big things for us would be like we're still missing a kind of marquee social feature. We still don't have the training, like that kind of the progression. And then I think
Talent tree
we're
is mentioned.
also working on right now is the housing system, right? So I think these
Oh!
two things are
Yeah,
like
that
the
was my
actual
next
tech
question.
Oh!
and then, but at least two of these things are being
Ah! Housing
So,
mentioned.
again,
Ah!
fingers crossed, hopefully maybe next year.
okay, and where are you in the social hub? Like, I guess progress.
So you remember there was like multiple technical issues, right? So but in
Right.
the design
Just that they're working on it. Just that they want that to be a thing is
design
great.
side of it, now it's
2031
pretty
and
much
next
done.
year, dude.
So we have,
It's cool. The
you know,
world will
we have
end, but
pretty
we'll have in-game
contentious
housing and dark and darker.
debate meeting
They
yesterday.
haven't said what
It's
it
like
is
just
for X, but they just
finalizing
said
some of
that
the
basically
details and stuff,
they're working on
Yeah.
some type of player housing.
Any idea on a timeline when you figure that would get implemented?
No, dude.
You know how bad I am with timelines, so
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't
All right, that's fair.
off.
So it's soon TM, I guess.
Yes.
yes.
Okay, so we have
Soon
like a
and
handful
sooner.
of minutes left, so I have like lightning round kind of stuff. You can respond as short or as long as you want, I guess.
How long before Otto dies?
Is there like a
It's been
degenerate
3 years, dude.
build
Otto's got to be
or
getting
class
old,
that
huh?
you're glad is kind of phased out? That you're happy with the change that you had made?
Okay. Peter,
He's immortal, dude. Otto's actually Mika, Vista,
also,
and
I left
Yulian.
that question for Paul to answer because
Okay.
25?
The most Chinese fighter ever. He kept on shooting me with his serve bow, and by the time the fight was over, I had 90 arrows in my inventory. Oh my
Where's
god.
that at?
They should focus on other things instead of housing. Just saying. Space time, chill a little bit after when this thing ends. I want to talk about it just a little bit. I can explain to you why it's an integral part of this game,
Yeah, then.
or should be.
Mhm. Like the last 10 lines or so, probably somewhere around there.
Dude, Necromancer Otto, it's a
Like
boss.
I said, I had
He's got
bunch
a
of
sword in
questions
his
I sent
mouth.
to you, though.
It's like that Dark
Okay,
Souls
so,
fight.
Okay, here it is. Yeah. So there's been various exploits and broken builds. One that comes to mind is an exploit that allowed players to fire bolts continuously. So back then, everyone in dungeon was just using crossbows like rifles. That's what he says.
Oh yeah, the hot swapping crossbow
Yeah.
thing. Yeah. Yeah, the mosquito build with the hand crossies playing rogue with poison.
Yep, it was very
That was
annoying
fun,
to
too.
play. It was
Proposed
annoying
me
to
that
do
one thing.
and to fight against.
Okay, is there a balance change the community's been begging for that you decided not to do?
balance 커뮤니티에서 이거 꼭 해주세요. 근데 우리가 일부러 안 한 것도 있어요.
거의, answer.
어디죠?
That is my answer.
Okay, yeah, right. No, yeah. So he's saying, yeah. As Paul now, he's leading the balance team. He's like he's trying to implement, trying to take that feedback from the community. He says I always do my best to listen closely to what actual players want. So he wants, he's not trying to refuse that.
Yeah,
So-
Is there a
something
class that
please
you
let me
guys
know.
consider as like overtuned or undertuned right
Smart.
now?
Good answer.
So he says, okay, Wizard and Cleric have gotten stronger. Rogue may be have a bit of a rough time early on. So this upcoming
Always.
season.
That's kind of par for the course for every season, though.
Yeah.
Everybody tends to say Rogue is like really underperforming when they don't have gear, and then toward the end of the season they scale like crazy, and then they're three-shotting people.
Yeah. So I think.
But a lot of that was Hyde too, though.
Yeah. So it's gonna.
Shut
it's gonna
up,
be a
dude.
learning period.
Shut
with
up.
the new Hyde, or you know. So the other thing he's saying is like Sorcerer currently has the lowest win rate statistically, and
Yep.
then
Really?
yeah.
Huh.
It's because no one plays
Have to get
Sword.
Morty on that. Okay.
Buff
and then
Sorg.
I have like a section at the very bottom that was like last second questions that people have been asking.
Okay.
So there's still like some of this is bug stuff.
Dude, we got to
There's
get a
still an
new guy
existing
doing
bug with
interviews, dude. You
spell
can't be
wheels,
asking
where,
about
like, when you
Sorcerer.
select the
You
spell,
Can't be asking. You
sometimes
gotta get
the
a new guy
spell
doing
doesn't get
interviews. Can't be
selected and
asking
it
about
selects the
Sorcerer.
wrong
Please,
one.
please. Come on, come on.
Yeah.
That's
So, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, introduce CSM.
Yeah, so he's working. He's gonna be revamped in the new season, and then he's also making it so it's easier
Rogue
to
is what everybody
cancel
cries
spell
about, yeah.
selection. So
Okay.
yeah, he's
Okay. Are talent
directly
trees still
looking-
GL.
planned?
GL.
Pardon?
Are talent trees still planned?
So you remember I was talking about like the three big things for 1.0? It was like
Yeah.
the social, the housing, and then the
Strange
training.
that both you guys like the
And, like, the
Sorcerer.
two of them are actively being worked on right now. Is
I hear some music playing in the
basically the one
background.
that's not being worked on right now is the training.
Fiddler of the
That's
Roof
after-
comes to mind.
Okay.
These two.
So it's still on the list, but it's kind of pushed out.
Yeah, because we want to.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. We want to feed back into this loop of getting the new players, getting returning players too. We actually saw a pretty decent group of returning players for season 9.
Scheduled release
And
1.0
so
release
getting these
2028.
people to, I think you were also there was a question about like solo versus trio, the solo players, and trying to support.
Yeah,
them
like
more.
balance for
And
solo
so-
versus trio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so if we think like having these kind of more community stuff is the way that we want to kind of encourage, less solo play.
Sork is unique
right?
and fun. What's up, Space Time? I mean,
and better
yeah. All right.
coordination
Okay.
and communication.
Sork is unique and fun.
So we
That's
have the ping
fine.
system,
All
we have the
out.
party finder. Both of them we're finding good engagement with. So build on
Yeah,
that.
Greenbee, they're currently
first.
just doing like
Okay.
class overhauls
So
though.
with that, then there's no intention, or is there an intention to have like a solo or
Yeah,
duo
just Druid
queue
being able to like leave the
for
room and heal up
arena,
and come
or
back
is it
and like get
going
away
to
for
stage
forever.
games?
That's the thing that feels the worst.
Yeah, so I think the arena right now, again, we're gonna, like I know it's weird because saying this because we did add another queue for this arena, but then
Right.
we're only looking to add. So our goal is to start.
Or get on top of the ice map?
Well, I think we're at like the limit now. Is like adding.
They are at the limit
expanding
of queues. Thank God.
queues is we have to really, really think about the cost benefits for that, right? And so for arenas like a solo duo, we just don't think it works out numbers wise right now.
It doesn't.
Okay.
Even having these two, we were kind of very, very worried, and we're like, oh, we're at like kind of the limits. We'll see, but it's been asked for a while, and so
Yeah.
okay, let's try it. But it
People
actually had really.
it's easier to have one
decent-
friend than two. Is just kind of how people have been putting it.
Yeah. So these are again, we have to eat some costs right now.
Sure, I understand. Okay, so I guess that's just something we're gonna have to wait a little bit longer for to see if
I
we
understand.
can do
Yes.
it. Okay, are you planning on having a level 1 for Frost Cavern and Firedeep to make them 3 levels like Crypts, or are you planning on leaving it 2?
Yeah, so the goal is to have eventually all maps be 3 levels, right? I don't think,
Nice.
that's going to be a requirement for getting to 1.0, but at least have more than one, just more than Forgotten
3 levels
Castle,
for
right?
all. Yeah.
When we get to 1.0. So
Okay. There have been multiple requests from a lot of people. This is probably 3 seasons this question has been getting asked, which I misunderstood the last time that I did one of these, and I apologize. But there's a US East and a US West
Yes.
server. There's
Yeah,
been
yeah.
repeated requests to
Yeah.
merge those 2 servers into US Central. and have like a singular, like centrally located U.S. server.
Dude,
Have you considered doing that?
I don't know.
Yeah,
And
so we
if so,
actually-
is that something that you're planning on doing?
We actually
I don't know,
put
dude. There
into
could be a lot of
internally
Chinese guys.
to,
There could be a
an
lot.
actual
Sorry, I
action
shouldn't-
plan.
should be a lot of
Oh,
businessmen in
okay,
the dungeon to
feasibility,
beat
I was
the
like, oh,
absolute
this
brakes
is
off of
totally
them.
possible. And for us, it's, you know, it
Rip to
reduces
ping
management
is
costs,
kind of a
it makes things
bummer.
easier for us. But then I think prior to that, we're like, okay, let's check once again with, you know, the partners and the community. And the feedback we got then was like, no, don't do that, because then like people on the U.S. East, you know, people in the U.S. that like to play with their European friends, they're like, oh, we can't do that. People in the U.S. that play with their, you know, people in Asia, like they can't do it on West. And we're like, oh, we didn't, you know, that was a consideration we didn't think about.
A lot of people go to
And I was
US
like,
East and the
oh,
lobbies
okay.
are empty.
And so that was a stopper for us. It's like, oh, you know,
Okay.
we're ready. We're like ready to do that. And then it was the opposite. It was like, oh, we were told by the community we don't want that, you know? So that's
Okay.
so.
So you're planning on leaving it the way that it is for now?
I mean, if we want to
Alex.
bring back this conversation, we're open to that, right? Because again, for us, it's like, you know, we thought that would create a better experience for most of the players. So, you know, we're open to having that conversation for sure.
Yeah, I mean, for stuff like this, one of the things that
Iron
I've
Mace
seen
excited about less
relatively
servers
effective
that they
in
have to pay
other
for.
Communities would be to do
Shocking.
a poll, but do it in game. Like if you built a system to like poll people on those types of questions to see like what the community wanted. At least that way they're directly interacting with it, and you don't get biased like you'd see on like another social media platform.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so regarding dungeons and how they're built,
It's just US West guys
Continuous
asking for
dungeon
a
is a
central
thing that
server.
It's here to stay. yeah.
probably works for you from a business perspective.
Yes.
But from a player perspective, a lot of times when you
Cleric,
showing
Greenby.
up late,
Cleric.
you either feel pressed for time or you end up like in an area that has already been.
Are they
cleared,
worried about
looted, or
server
whatever, or
costs?
both. And in the case
Other
of,
small games are worried
you know,
about
places
it.
like
Yeah.
HR, that higher risk ends up kicking in. And I know you said that there's in the past you said there was like switches that were involved with. Sometimes you have a queue and sometimes you don't, based on like population and popularity. Are you planning on adjusting that at all? Only because it feels like when it comes to like the higher risk side of things in HR, a lot of people want to have like more fights, but they tend to not get them because you don't really hold off very long on waiting for other people to kind of queue so that the round could start. Is that something that you're looking at changing, or are you leaving
Adding a
it
queue.
kind of the way it is for now?
So the matchmaking system itself now is because, you know, we pretty much, you've been with us for a long time. It's like we pretty much built and tried every single matchmaking system, right?
It's just the third partying
yeah.
becomes problematic.
Um,
Either you're the one doing it or you're the one receiving it, you know?
Yeah. So again, there's the aspect of the business aspect of, you know, running the servers and trying to get that golden.
An insurance
amount of
system would be
people.
interesting.
I know, you know, for us, as we feel like we've improved a lot. So, you know, of course, there's a lot of still
I
criticism.
like this idea of
because,
space
you know,
time.
Third party.
We've talked about it a lot on the stream.
Getting third party sucks.
They should
Okay,
give every
so that's,
class a passive
again,
effect.
I don't know if it's a very high priority because, you know.
Yeah, you
Can I
need
ask
you need
guys,
a you need a
like,
prison
from a
pocket.
design perspective, are you concerned with third partying?
Yeah,
Is it something that you
Another
want to try and
topic,
minimize, or do you just consider it like part of the experience and people have to
그러니까
deal?
그거를 이제 뭐 줄이고 싶은지 없애고 싶은 건지 아니면 그거는 그냥 우리 게임이다.
그 CMM?
네?
CMM 상황에서요?
아, 예, 그냥 똑같이 이런 거. 뭐 둘 다 CM에서.
이건 뭐 자연스러운 거니까.
Yeah, so I mean, we think, you know, that's kind of, so that we could
It's a
talk
part
about the
of the game.
frequency, but it's kind of a, you know, a natural thing that's built into what we were expecting in the you know, it's like supposed to be somewhat unpredictable. So again, like completely getting rid of third parties is not something, you know, we're trying to do. But I think we could
They should
definitely
have
have
a new money
conversation
sink where I
about
can
the
give
frequency,
money
you know.
to a merchant
So-
who
and then
lowers the
different
quality
game
of my
modes matter
matches
too.
for
Like
my
in,
ops.
you know, Squire Royale, it's
The
supposed to
cursed
be just
people.
a slobber fest, right? Like just a slug fest.
Slobberfest.
I mean, there's no risk to Squire Royale. It's 100 gold.
think I've
worth of
seen that
potions and
video.
bandages, and you
Slobberfest?
just kinda go.
Yes. So this is something that we're still
I agree
open
that
to
there is a
for-
difference,
we're
RM3.
always open to for a conversation. But again, yeah, you're right. We're not looking to just completely get rid of that, right? We want to have that sense of dangers. I know, yeah, it makes that conversation a little bit more sensitive in high rollers because of the stakes involved. So at the same time, there's other considerations for us too, is on the business side, but yeah, we'll look into it and tune it some more, right? So.
Yeah, I think people were just curious about like how.
I'm gonna run some tonight. I think this is gonna be over
because,
soon.
like from like let's say like the Tarkov world, right? Like Nikita just basically says like no one cares about your feelings. The game's hard. Deal with it, right? Like that's just his philosophy, and that's what people understand, and that's the game. And I was just curious where you guys were kind of like on that spectrum.
I mean, so we're all different people here too.
Sure.
I would say SDF is probably much closer to Nikita, and then so
Okay.
yeah, there's different voices across that spectrum here, right? So.
Okay. Let's see. I only have like a couple left. So we know that design, whatever, like moving forward, two classes that have been repeatedly like teased or mentioned have been Monk and Paladin. Are those things that you still want to do? Is Paladin still something that you're planning on? Because now we have Cleric has like, holy sword summons and like all this other stuff. Are you planning on having a Paladin or like something like that, or a Monk? If so, do you have any
Yo! Greenbee with the gift. 10 gifted, dude? Hell yeah. Forgive me, I was looking at some stuff on the Discord. I got secret information coming my way, but let's go Greenbee.
Internally, right?
Woo! Thanks, brother. Appreciate that, man.
A lot of the archetypes and the main.
Nick, everything's
core
going pretty
designs
good.
for
We're just
these
hanging
classes
out. There's some
are
pretty
coming from
promising
SDF,
information
but
that's coming out
now,
here. Rogue might be in the gutter for a little
we're
bit.
taking
We'll
on
see how it goes.
More and more responsibility.
Cleric whiz changes look
eventually
absolutely peak
the
though.
big, overwhelming question staring us in the face is like, oh, okay, now
I can't
for
share you with.
class
I can't share the
design is
secrets.
when's that shift?
No, I'm not allowed.
Being designed by SVF, coming
W
completely
Greenbee.
over to us, right?
The guild
so
appreciates your generous
This is a
donation.
conversation we still have to do, and that hasn't fully been decided yet. And so that's why I can't give you a answer on when the Monk's coming, because if we're designing
Yeah,
it,
yeah. There's no answer on when Monk's happening.
Sure.
yeah.
I do have a couple more. So there is, and I don't know if this is design intentional or not. This was brought to somebody mentioned this today, like an hour ago. The magic staff, when casting, has an additional movement speed penalty of like 10 plus movement speed while casting in excess of every other casting
고쳤어요.
focus.
이거 픽스다.
Oh, he fixed it. He said it's fixed.
Oh, you fixed it?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay, sick. All right, never mind.
You know what they haven't talked about?
And then
Short
there
swords and
was,
rapier having
somebody-
thrust on them.
Somebody had a question about like something akin to like the Stop Killing Games movement, where like if and when this game got to the point where it was nearing the end of its life cycle, do you guys have something where you want to make sure that the game would still be playable for people once the game's sundowned? If and when?
우리가 이뭐 회사 아니면 게임이 이제 우리가 뭐 개발 못하면
No, dude.
어떻게 이제 유저들한테
No, this is where you will own nothing and be
honestly,
happy.
like, we don't
A very
we have a
optimistic
feeling-
question. I know, dude.
we've
I
had
mean, I don't think
very
anybody wants to
many
have to think about that shit, but
issues here, so maybe that should have been more at our forefront. But it was just our mentality up to now is just like, how do we survive? How do we survive?
Yeah,
I
that's
don't-
fair. That's
I
fair.
don't know. Yeah, this is something I haven't actually talked about.
Maybe
so
one
I
day.
can't give you.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Like I said,
One
I'm
peg
just
getting
trying to ask
roasted in the
questions that
chat.
other people are
Yeah, this is
asking
awesome.
because
Yeah.
That's a
From
stupid
my
question
side,
right now.
I'm worried about our
Yes.
like
yeah.
survival. Yeah, I don't worry at all. Be honest. Yeah.
So our goal is to
W Jimbaba,
run
dude.
the game as long as possible, right?
yeah.
And then if that does come up, we'll let's have that. Let's talk about that, right?
Here is a really high roller.
No, this is
Yeah, this is high
In a
roller
plus 30
dungeons
room for
in
an
real
hour.
life here, right? So.
Iron Mace is high roller.
Asking about Sundown before the game release is insane. Would agree.
Okay.
The game
I
won't
don't know,
just
boys,
disappear.
like
Yeah.
last second chance if there's anything like really pertinent.
Well,
I
so I
suppose.
think we're working on the Ranger thing. Sorry, this is just the heads up is that there was some stuff that's hinted in the teaser, but
I never
during
saw
that,
any of
the
these people
balancing stuff is
IRL.
like, hey, wait, it's not exactly up to the what our expectation was. So some of the Ranger stuff is going to be a little lacking at the start of the season. We actually put it in and pulled
Okay.
it back out.
That's all right. No one likes Rangers anyway.
Okay.
No, I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding, boys. The Rangers are gonna come for me, dude.
Ew.
Okay. People are asking if there's plans to add a backpack because obviously that's something that's been
Backpacks.
discussed. in the
We haven't
past.
thought about that in a while.
Okay.
Well,
Let's see.
Oh, backpacks.
We are making slow progress on the inventory side, little by little. Like Paul, his actual background is also as a programmer.
New
right?
new inventory guy.
So, like this time I think one of the most underrated changes this season was that things go in vertically now instead of
Yes.
horizontally
Yes.
Okay.
in the inventory.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that was
I did myself.
yeah, he did. He was just like, I can't stand this anymore. So
Yes. Nice, dude.
backpack. We'll have a talk about that.
Oh, yeah.
But he is
Regarding
the
inventory
most
stuff, is
busiest
there
people at our
plans?
company.
Is there plans for
I
an
did it
auto sort
myself.
button?
It's nice, dude.
Oh yeah, auto sort. So he actually made a design document about that.
Okay.
He's a
Again,
Renaissance
there
man.
was pushback internally, mainly from me about that. So that's I'm kind of the stopper on that. Is like, oh wait, is this
Stopper on what?
really
I missed it.
The best way to do that, right? So, but it's an ongoing, actual active debate internally.
What's the debate?
How to really support organization.
Oh, guilds or something like
Okay.
that?
All right. Any idea when that would be something we could see?
No. until we do
right.
rock paper scissors and someone wins, probably not.
Auto sort inventory.
Inventory
I
search
see.
function?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a sort filter.
Yeah.
I think we talked about it at the last tavern table. Maybe it was.
I got you. Okay,
The
okay.
reason it's a kind of a more design philosophy thing rather than technical now, and so it's like the difference between us and like Tarkov is like we have actual limited size of each inventory stash, right? And so it's like there's an actual logical problem of like, oh, okay. Filling in those empty spaces and stuff is like so. We haven't come up with like an elegant solution.
Okay.
So
And I do.
it's-
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
It's very far on the horizon, unless we get a eureka moment.
Okay. So not soon.
Elegant solution sounds nice,
All right.
dude. It's a new rogue perk.
But I mean,
and then my
maybe
man-
Paul-
my man-
Send you back to the
Vinrar.
lobby immediately.
My man Vinrar has a question regarding arena.
Arena,
Queue times in arena for higher elo rating, MMR rating, 3K plus. He says an average of an hour and 30-minute queue time to get into games. Sometimes up to 5 hours at rough times.
Arena as well.
Is there any plan to fix that?
What the?
So he's like, oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
kind
yeah,
of surprising. I think again, it is it's a complex issue, right? We just don't have enough players at that range, right?
In solo or?
Is
Yeah,
it solo
it-
duo or
yeah.
is it flex or solo duo?
I think it's trio.
I think it is
The
either.
trios
Q.
to flex.
I think it's trio
it's
Q.
either.
I mean, I would assume Vinrar plays with homies.
Yeah, we don't have an easy solution for that, or except for letting him stomp.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's see. Somebody
Yeah.
was saying
Yeah,
there's
that
a
makes
bug with
sense.
grapple and heavy swing.
Okay.
Can you guys be a little bit more specific? Tin can, grapple, heavy swing bug. He says.
그래플이랑 헤비 스윙이 like together. There's a bug or
Yeah, yeah.
알고 있어요.
Grapple will apply
어떤
the
문제
slow
사람들에서?
off of
저는
heavy
문제.
swing.
Grapple
Heavy
and
swing
heavy
slows with grapple.
When,
We're out of questions now? Yes.
If you have a two-hander out before you grapple, it applies the heavy swing debuff. It looks like.
그러니까 그 헤비 스윙하고 투핸들 꺼내잖아요. 그럼 그래플 할때그 속도가
Watching a guy in a hound skull
Yeah,
nod
action
is
speed
like
or
really nice. I think.
이거
그래프 슬로우.
느리겠네요.
The heavy swing perk with a two-hander in hand is applying the debuff with the grapple when they hit
Okay.
somebody with the grapple.
Well, so he's saying it's going to be adjusted. So I don't know. Maybe it's an intentional thing. So, hey, just send us more specifics about that. And
He's saying the movement speed slow ends up more severe than if somebody got hit with Achilles. Because the heavy swing movement speed debuff is being applied when somebody gets grappled with the grappling hook.
오케이. 그래플 할 때요. 이걸 맞잖아요. 그 무브먼트 스피드 디버프가 엄청 강해요.
네, 알아. 조정했어요.
Movement
Okay,
speed.
so that's an
Debuff.
intentional effect, and then he actually reduced the amount when that happens.
There is a bug report
That's what
function
he's
for these
Paul
questions.
saying.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Okay,
But you know, you
so
got the
it's
guys
something that you've
here.
already been looking at.
So yeah, he said that's
Paul
actually
is a
an
longsword
intended
guy.
effect, and
You're just saying maybe he's
it
sent
was
from
Oh.
God.
overtuned.
He's an angel.
Oh, it's overtuned.
That
Okay.
movement penalty. So it's
Okay.
been adjusted.
Okay, all right. Well, there you go. There's your answer, boys. They talked about optimization.
Garbage question.
already.
Dude, the chat is so good. The chat is so good.
How much PDR does the helmet give Paul?
이거 얼마큼 PDR 주는지.
예?
I'm gonna stick around to the end of this just because I want to see
just
what happens. You know,
You guys are
50?
awesome, Chad.
see if they got like any other
It's a
teasers,
very
any other
strong
leaks.
team.
Very strong, he says. He actually has multiple now. So you guys started him on like a collection of armor.
But it's hard to sound play. Oh.
Okay, this is probably. I think this is gonna be last question, boys.
Okay.
And then we're probably gonna scoot.
He's just big
People-
esoteric
the,
as all.
the,
True.
The last question
dude.
has
He
been
never
asked a
takes
bunch
the
of times,
helmet off.
actually, in the last few days. Arena. Now that Arena kind of has found like its place, are you guys working on trying to make like specific Arena maps as opposed to using modules from like the primary like core game?
Oh, that's a very
Because the question is like, can we make them symmetrical? I guess is kind of what people are looking for. Is like something that's designed around the Arena like function fight.
Yep, this is a good question. I agree.
yeah, that's a very sensitive question, even internally. So we have people on both sides of the fence there. You know,
Huh? Interesting.
we would like to explore that. So.
Oh, I guess
우리가
okay. So yeah,
어린아이에서
I guess I'll ask one more.
어린아이에서 만든 맵 생각이 있는지.
리소스 문제가 있어서 저도 원하기는 하는데.
Yeah,
이번에,
so I mean, and there's also a resource issue. You know, well, like it was
To track,
impossible
there is a
this
perk
season
like that
because
for
we had to-
Ranger Greenbee.
You know, one guy had to pump out like 15 fire deep maps all at once. So.
Right.
But
The
okay,
map
so
guy
there's
is
an
getting
internal debate about
work,
that.
dude.
yeah, we.
Okay.
That's the sensitive thing is that
So
the
maybe-
guy who's making the
I guess-
maps is getting
maybe.
overworked.
And then
Nice.
I guess
Real
last would
push.
be for Squire Royale. Is it going to stay just like the Crypts run, or are you looking?
This is
at
also
maybe
a good
doing
question.
A map rotation for like Goblin, let's say, like Ashen.
Well, so internally,
Maybe not
like
watermelon.
we had that discussion. It's like, oh, okay, because yeah, it does get a little bit, we want a little bit more variety, but I think we decided it's like, hey, Squire Royale, the one that we want to push out, right? Is
Goblins
like
would be nice
the
second
3
floor.
floors, and we right now we only have that one
Yeah.
map with 3 floors. So
Yep. Yeah. So when more maps have
When
3
it gets
floors, there
back,
might be a
Maybe
more
even when
rotation.
you add a third floor to one of the other maps.
then it should enter the Squire Royale pool. That's kind of
Okay.
the scheme
2036
that we decided upon here.
when we're playing
All right, well,
Cyberpunk
we are-
Dark
we
and
are-
Darker.
Over probably by about. I mean, we started about 10 minutes late, but we're over probably another
You
10.
all right?
So-
So the reason, one of the big reasons that 1 hour was like, yeah, Paul has like a couple kilograms of.
I'll be in
metal
a
on his
nursing
head.
home by that time,
Yeah,
and
it's
we'll be
humid,
playing this
so-
game in VR, lazy.
Yeah.
It'll be
Okay.
nice, dude.
Boys, I apologize if I didn't get to all the questions that you were trying to ask. Hopefully, I got to everything that
Quick,
you wanted
write
to ask.
that down.
Appreciate y'all.
I mean, I think
for
it'd be
coming
nice to
hang
see a
out.
little bit more of a.
Terry.
I mean, Marathon
Hey,
wasn't
no,
quite
I
the
mean, thank you so much
sci-fi
for offering
extraction
us,
game we all
this
wanted it
chance,
to be.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We
Thanks
were
for saying
just 2
yes.
heads down and giving us that heads up. So
Yo, I
Right.
need 6K to finish a kit. Can
I
you help a
suppose,
brother out?
We'll make sure that a summary
Yeah.
of all this gets up.
Yeah, I got you, Lom.
Knowing so bad, he'll
You gotta
probably
press
have
the
posted
follow
on
button,
Reddit,
though,
like
if you
5
haven't
minutes ago.
already.
He's usually on top of it.
Shout out to Sobad.
Yeah. So thanks a lot, fellas. Appreciate the time you took.
Can I add
Easy.
one more
We'll
thing
see
if
you
you
for
guys
the
don't
next
mind?
one.
Yeah, cool.
I'll meet you in the
Let me
trade in
add
just a
one more
few.
thing. So,
I wanna watch
yeah,
the end of this
darker
first.
And darker. We're gonna go to the PAX West.
Oh,
So
yeah.
PAX
September
West,
4th
PAX
to
West.
7th. Basically, me, probably Terry,
I'll probably be
Paul,
there too, yeah.
maybe SDM. We're gonna go there, and I'll spend some time with the NA users for sure. So
Yo,
and I'm
Slatos,
keep
dude,
thinking
wow,
about
what
should I
happened,
make
dude?
for the merch, because it's gonna be free merch.
You gotta
Any
guess
visitor
twin
can have
Auba
at least
though.
one merch, I believe. So please visit us. Yeah.
Auba, dude.
If you guys give me an idea, maybe DM, I'll read it. What's gonna be great idea. Also, we are gonna go to the TGS, Tokyo Game Show as well. So please visit us.
Yeah, if you're-
Yeah. Last one. Shout out to Warlord Tournaments.
Oh, yeah,
Everybody, players,
Hey,
casters. Shout out everybody. Thank you so much for support. Yep. That's it for me. Yeah. Oh, shout out to Odin.
Yeah.
Shout out to Odin. Yeah.
Odin Grayson.
Yeah, Grayson.
Oh, so the other thing is, the wipe is happening.
No Soma mention.
tomorrow, and then the season start is happening tomorrow, and then we're also doing gonna have a Twitch drops. Similar to.
I wanted to play
the start of
Marauders
last
back in the
season.
day. Any of you
It's
guys
gonna be
try it?
starting
I never tried
on
Marauders.
the Saturday, our Saturday. So I think
Best I can do
maybe
is
your
3.
Friday
Mom,
night for people in the U.S.
Yeah,
don't listen to this peer pressure. I got you on
midnight
6K,
AM,
brother.
BST for July 18th. So midnight July 18th BST, and then the first week goes until midnight 11:59 p.m. whatever on the 24th.
Yeah. So if you're familiar
Marauders
from
is
the
infested
last
with
two
cheaters.
kind
I
of,
bet a lot of early
Twitch
extraction
drops,
games had
there's gonna
massive
be like
cheating
a,
problems.
you know,
Cycle.
multiple campaigns kind of consecutive.
They still have massive cheating problems.
Yep.
Very cool.
Yep.
Looking forward to it. Oh, I did have one, I guess one last passing question. Somebody asked about
along with the
if
one.
anything changed anything with ball.
Oh no, sorry. Slatos with the gifted. Too long. Sheesh. What a Chad, dude.
You guys know the
Now you have to come back. Long.
next, season 11 is like Bard's on the table, and so this was the start of that conversation of passing that mantle of the character class designs.
Yeah, I
Hey,
can't. Unfortunately, I
maybe
can't do like
start-
full
maybe you
blown
guys wanna
full
start
time
with-
stream, but I'll be streaming a lot.
instead of like something hefty like the monk.
This weekend I got to do a bunch
you
of
know,
moving and
existing
working on the
class,
house
right?
and that sort of
The
thing. So
rework.
my ability to play is going to be relatively
Nothing
limited. So catch it when you
big this
can.
time. There are again some
Cards.
changes on the perks,
Cards.
and I think one of the songs, but it's not a major overhaul, right? That's the plan is the next season.
Okay. All right. So I guess Bard has something that's changing. We just don't really know what.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess we'll all find out tomorrow. Whenever
Yeah,
whenever the patch
I
hits.
think
I am still
timing-wise,
fighting the
yeah,
end
it
screen
makes-
B.
It was a lot easier for us too. It's like, hey, if I don't have an answer, you'll find out tomorrow, right? So.
Nice.
Yeah, I guess so. All right. Well, thank you guys very, very much for your time.
Thank
Chad,
you so
thanks
much.
for coming and hanging out.
thank you all.
W boys, appreciate you all, and we will see you the next one, whenever that is.
Yes.
All right. See you in the
All right.
dungeon.
See you in
See
the
you later, boys.
dungeon.
See you in the dungeon.
Later.
Oh, hold on. This is my favorite part. Ah, okay, that was nice.